Hello, and welcome back to the UK-inspired Rail Network. And before we get started, because this is the first time I've been able to sort of record and say thank you, I want to say a massive thank you for the 1,000 subscribers we hit. I think it was on Friday night. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for following. Thank you for, following. I still think I'm on Twitch there. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the amazing support. Thank you for watching my videos, interacting with me. It's been absolutely mega, and I really appreciate it. So we are now ad monetized on YouTube. So thank you very much for that, because it all helps me to create better videos, better content for you, and me to move forwards with this and move forwards with the plans I have for the channel and what else we're going to do in the future. So thank you so much. On a side note, you may have noticed that we also have the super chats and the join button on. What I might do and what I'm planning to do is do some early access content, so maybe record some videos and release them early for members only. If you'd like to become a member and support the channel, you can by hitting the join button. You can join for as little as 99 pence a month, and that would help me greatly as well. So thank you so much. A couple of you have already joined, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Now down to business. Today, we are going to be looking at detailing Lichfield Trent Valley and anything south of that. We'll see how far we get. I normally sort of say how far I get and normally end up getting carried away and ended up doing the whole thing. But we'll see how we go. I'm a bit limited on time today because I'm also in the process of creating that mod list for you. I've finally worked out how I create a collection. I'm not sure why it's taken me so long on Steam to do that, but I'm in the process of adding all the mods from this build into a collection. So look out for that in the community tab. Or any comments below in the next sort of 24 hours, I should drop that. It'll be in the descriptions, maybe. I'll drop it in a couple of descriptions. I'll drop it in some comments and pin them, and I'll also drop it in the community tab and Discord as well. If you haven't joined Discord yet, the link's at the top of the channel. Feel free to join. Got a few different people in there. We have a little chat. It's not overly busy yet, but Discord is there if you want to join that as well and ask me any questions. You're more than welcome to. Anyway, let's get cracking. Let's get detailing. Let's go. Hi guys, sorry for that episode cutting short, or that detailing session cutting short. It turns out I run out of disk space and I hadn't noticed, and I carried on detailing. Didn't realize OBS had flashed up the error message saying I'd run out of disk space. Turns out I haven't been deleting a lot of my recordings over the last couple of months, so there was a good few terabytes in there that I normally go through and record after so many episodes get so old. I hadn't done that. We'd run out of space. Anyway, here is Lichfield Trent Valley, surrounded by a few houses, some warehouses, a little bit of detailing going on there. I did have some sort of sand pit here, so I decided just to put in a stone thing, which we will put into use with this stone thing. What are they called? Control G. What are they called? Stone things. Quarry. I thought I'd put in a quarry, but other than that, we've sort of replicated a car park. Mine's fairly bigger than the actual one there, and I put a few buildings around it because there are a few buildings, but I wasn't sure what to put. I have placed some houses. I haven't actually plopped a town on this one, more for performance issues. I didn't really feel like I needed to, but what I did do is I plopped a fair few houses down that will spawn population instead. So when we're coming on a cab ride, you can just see the houses in the distance, and there are people using the station then as well. So we've got a few buses running around. There are some active industrial assets that I've put down here as well, which will attract people to work. I think I also put somewhere amongst these buildings here, I've also placed 2 buildings, and inside them is some pleb magnets, which are attracting industrial workers, or attracting workers, which should make it quite active, or the station at least active, and there'll be people getting off and on it. We used the Ultimate Station mod, as you know. The Ultimate Station mod doesn't have the seats with shelters, which would be quite nice. So what I did is I just put a few roofs on with a few chairs underneath. There's just a few seats with shelters on that, so I did that with that. Surrounded by a wall, because there is kind of a wooden fence. Again, there's no wooden fence option on the Ultimate Station mod, so we did a wall with a bit of fencing here just to expose the station a little bit more so we can see as we're parked up. So I'm hoping this station gets used a little bit more. Towards the ends, what I've done is, as we're at the end of the map, I've put trees on them, farm fields behind it. That way, when we're here, it doesn't look like it's the end of the map. The trains basically disappear off into a tunnel and I think I called that the north, and they continue us and they turn back there and come back. Because our Caledonian sleeper service does stop here, we will get people, as you can see, using this station, because I think they'll shoot. Some people, what they'll do is they'll probably shoot up here on the Caledonian, get off there, and then come back to maybe Lichfield or whatever on a slower service. So I'm assuming that's what will happen. So that station underground there is in use. We've got a huge switch section here, so all the trains have access to all the platforms, so we don't get any traffic issues. So we've got a big switch. We've got cross switches, which I absolutely hate, and I hate using them, but it was the easiest way to get this all nice and flowing and get them all used. I'm not a big fan of putting switches in tunnels, as I've already said, because it ends up glitching out the tunnel a little bit. So I thought I'd just place those there with a few signals to get it all going nicely. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. We managed to do most of Lichfield. We'll make our way down to Tamworth in the next episode and continue on detailing. And then we'll start looking at where this goes, heads into Birmingham, and where the one at Tamworth also heads down. And we've got to build a station somewhere here. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy that episode, regardless of how short it was. Here we are. We have Lichfield Trent Valley in all its glory, with the overhead upper station as well, which goes into Birmingham. I have put a station here with some stairs, because in an ideal world, what happens is here in real life is these stairs are connected to this, so it's all one. So the stairs are kind of here and connected to it. We can't do that, obviously, because we've used 2 different station assets. We've used the freestyle station and the ultimate station here. So what I've done instead is a nice staircase here, so when this station starts getting used, they'll have a nice link, as we have a nice 125 parking up, which looks beautiful. I do love this train. It's lovely. So some services stop here, some don't. So a nice mixture of services as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Once again, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you very much for hitting that 1,000, getting us monetized. That's fantastic. Don't forget to join Discord. If you want to become a member, don't forget to hit join and join. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for all your support, and I'll see you in the next one.